Hey guys, I have fantastic news. Travelers arriving into New Zealand now have the option to complete their passenger arrival card online instead of the paper passenger arrival card. As you know, the paper passenger arrival card is a legal binding document that asks questions about your trip and what's in your bag. Travelers must complete this form on arrival before even reaching the passport control. Now, through a joint venture between Customs, MBIE, MPI, and the Ministry of Health, travelers arriving into New Zealand can now fill out this form online even before traveling to New Zealand. This form is called the New Zealand Traveller Declaration, aka NZTD. According to the DDG of Biosecurity New Zealand, NZTD will allow passengers move through airports more efficiently and improve the security and safety of New Zealand by giving better access to data to assess future risks, providing a new way to pass information on biosecurity information to arriving international travelers, and enabling New Zealand to focus on higher risk passengers. Check out this video to know what to expect when you arrive in New Zealand, but keep watching to know what you need to complete this form. You can complete this form, this declaration online by going to the website that will be showing now on the screen or on the free NZTD app, which you can download from Apple Store or Google Play. At the moment, the digital declaration is only available to travelers arriving Wellington, Christchurch, or Queenstown International Airport. From late August, travelers arriving into Auckland Airport will be able to complete a digital declaration. In the meantime, they currently need to complete a paper passenger arrival card, which will be handed out either on board their flight to New Zealand, or you can get them when you arrive New Zealand before the passport control. This means that from August, all travelers arriving into New Zealand International Airport will be able to complete a digital declaration. Travelers by sea are currently not required to complete a digital declaration. Things to note is that one, the digital declaration is free, completely free. It will take you about 10 minutes to complete, but it's okay if it takes longer. You can complete this digital declaration on your mobile phones or on your computer. You can complete it within 24 hours of starting your trip to New Zealand, not before. Someone you trust can help you complete it or can do it on your behalf, with your permission, of course. A declaration needs to be completed for each traveler, including babies and children. So everybody traveling with you must complete their own declaration. There is paper declaration form available for travelers who, for whatever reason, cannot complete it online. Now, once you have started your declaration, you will be emailed a reference number that you can use to review, complete, or make changes to your declaration. Take note of this reference number just in case you need it on arrival into New Zealand. So, what do you need to complete this digital declaration? You're going to need your contact details in New Zealand, so address, phone number. You're going to need the flight details, your flight details that is bringing you to New Zealand. You will need your immigration status, including your visa or NZETA if you need one. Passport details, your travel history in the last 30 days, information about what you'll be bringing to New Zealand, including checked-in luggage and carry-on bags. So these are things that you should note. Number one, this is a legal document, so any false declaration can lead to penalties. Okay, I have a video on my channel, so check this video out on what you need to declare, where I break down what you can and cannot bring to New Zealand. Number two, you can submit your declaration within 24 hours of starting your trip to New Zealand. Three, once you have submitted your declaration, you will receive an email that includes the information on what you need to know to enter New Zealand based on what you have filled. Four is that you don't need to print anything out. It's digital after all. Number five, if you make any change to your flight booking, you need to update your digital declaration to reflect your new flight details. So make sure that once you update it, you resubmit this declaration. Remember, it's free. And with regards to changing your declaration, you can use the reference number that has been emailed to you to review, complete, or make changes to the declaration. You will need to resubmit your declaration if you make any changes to it. So remember that once you make any changes, make sure that you resubmit it, because after you are gone through passport control in New Zealand, you can no longer make any changes to your declaration. So if you have forgotten to declare something, you will need to talk to the border officer about it. If you are carrying a restricted or prohibited item and you do not declare it, you may be fined or prosecuted. That's why, remember, it's a legal document. Take your time to fill it. For you who will be traveling on a multinational passport, when you're completing your New Zealand travel declaration, you will need to enter the details of the passport you will use to enter New Zealand when you're completing that declaration. So as an example, you are using a Nigerian passport to leave Nigeria, but you will use a New Zealand passport to enter New Zealand. What you're going to be entering on the declaration is the New Zealand passport, your New Zealand passport. Okay, I hope that is clear. Travelers who will be transiting through New Zealand and will be staying in the transit areas, you don't need to complete a declaration. Then you have those passengers that unexpectedly arrive in New Zealand due to whatever reason, like emergency, may not need to complete the declaration. These will include people who arrive in New Zealand after having been medically evacuated, rescued at sea, or on a temporary basis due to weather conditions. So you will need to fill the declaration. They'll let you know what's up. But remember, if you're having trouble with your declaration, you can ask someone you trust to fill it for you or fill it on your behalf. There is a paper passenger arrival card form available on arrival if needed. And if you've already filled a digital declaration, you don't need to fill in the paper declaration. Last and importantly, the declaration is free to complete. You should get in touch with the contact center if you have questions, and I'll put the details in the bio, the link to the contact center. Don't forget, this is a legal document, so any false declaration can lead to penalties. See you in New Zealand.